Hi, this is Dave, Fell Running Guide. Welcome to this week's map reading task. This week we're in the Lake District. I've put 3 circles on this photograph and I want to see if you can find those on the map, and also can you work out precisely where the photo was taken from. The map this week is the Ordnance Survey 1 to 50,000. So where on that map are those features? Let's have a look at the photo in a bit more detail. So let's start on the left hand side. We've got a high saddle here, so it's high ground, but we've got even higher ground going steeply up to its left and steeply up to its right. And on the right, the ground is very rocky. You can see we've got a rocky ridge here. We've got a cliff face or a crag here, and very rocky broken ground there. And then coming further right, we've got more rocky ground, a distinctive high point, and then coming down towards the camera, more broken rocky ground running down towards us. To the right of that, the ridge goes along, so high ground, more looks like rocky ground or cliffs or crags here. And then we've got an obvious stream that's draining down from this point up here, draining down towards the camera and down here. Immediately in front of us we've got a footbridge, so that implies that there's a stream that we're crossing here, a bit of a path leading off up to the right up towards this stream here. So those are the main features. Can we see any of those on the map? Well, let's look for that red circle to start with, that high saddle. So could we be in Deepdale, looking up to Deepdale Hawes, with steep ground up to our left, going up to Coffer Pike, and steep ground up to the right, going up to St Sunday Crag? Well, if we were looking up here, remember that rocky ground to the right? We'd expect to see cliffs and crags here to the right hand side of that saddle, and we don't. We've got bouldery and rocky ground, but no cliffs or crags or steep rock faces, so we're not looking up to that point there. What about here? Could we be looking up Grizedale, up towards Grizedale Tarn in a southwesterly direction? Steep ground to the left up to Coffer Pike, steep ground to the right up to Dollywagon Pike. Well, yes, here we've got these cliff and crag symbols coming off here, so that makes more sense that we are looking up Grizedale Beck. We can't see the tarn because it's over the top of that saddle and sort of out of sight in dead ground. So let's have a look at map and photograph side by side, see if it makes sense. So this point here with steep ground up to the left is this point here, and that steep ground is the ground that's rising up here up towards Fairfield and Coffer Pike. And then on the right hand side, steep rocky ground coming up here to Dollywagon Pike is the steep rocky ground coming up here and up here. So this bit of rocky ground, the first crags that we can see, is this, and then this main craggy feature here is that high ground there of Falcon Crag. And then if we come further round to the right, round up to a high point with this spur of rocky ground coming down towards the camera, well, from Falcon Crag we go round up to Dollywagon Pike, and then this rocky spur coming down, the Tongue coming down, all this rocky ground, all these crag symbols here is coming down from Dollywagon and down the Tongue. So this lowest crag feature is that there, and then we can see this stream coming in here is this stream coming in here. So if we move the picture further round, coming round high ground and more rocky rocky ground at the end of the photograph is coming round above High Crag. So these crags here are these here, and then this bowl, this high bowl or corrie high up, is what is the source of this stream that comes down there towards us. So that's this big high bowl here coming down. We can't see Eagle Crag, it's off to the right of the photograph, so off to the right here we can't see it. So those are those features there. What about the footbridge immediately ahead of us? Well, if we look at where this path goes up here and up to the right of this stream, and you might just be able to make out there, looks like a man-made feature. So I'll just zoom in a little bit there. Looks like the roof of a building. So the roof of the building directly below that crag is that Ruthwaite Lodge there. So we are pretty much in line with, if we were to go up to Dollywagon Pike, we'd pretty much go past Ruthwaite Lodge and past the stream there on our right hand side. So let's use an arrow for that. If we were to come off Dollywagon Pike, down the Tong, over, pretty much over Ruthwaite Lodge with this stream to our left, down this bridleway, we'll get to a point there underneath the A of Grizedale where the public right-of-way crosses the stream. So that was the photo location. Our answers were taken from the A of Grizedale. There's no FP on the map to show that there's a FB, sorry, to show that there's a footbridge, but the bridleway crosses a stream, and we're looking up to the high saddle there just before Grizedale Tarn. We're looking up to Falcon Crag, and we're looking up to the high ground on Dollywagon Pike over the Tong. So I hope you got that right this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Look out for next week's map reading task. Bye for now.